You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans. Make sure you subscribe to UnrealEntGaming and push the like button for me.
Or else you'll be Hakai!
Not Beerus.
You know how this works. Make sure you enable all notifications on the channel and watch the entire video all the way through.
And don't forget to follow UnrealEntGaming on both Instagram and Twitter.
That's enough! On with the video.
So make no mistake about it, with the upcoming Dragon Ball Super superhero movie having to create such buzz within the Dragon Ball community, there have been many people, including myself, talking and speculating as to what this movie could possibly feature, as one of the most interesting and talked about topics for this upcoming movie was in fact the inclusion of, in some kind of way, being able to go as far as to bring back one of the older villains from Dragon Ball Z, of course that being none other than Cell, and it looks as though as we get ever so closer towards the actual Japanese release date of that being April 22nd, we had an interesting tweet be put out by, of course, none other than Miguel that goes by DBLegends_Japan, which goes as far as to feature something very interesting, a mummified version of Cell that kind of goes as far as to indicate that there's something going on with the number coordinates as seen at the end of the recent trailer, which pretty much goes by the numbers of 220022, which, interestingly enough, some of the color codes for the following numbers being shown are actually purple and green, and ironically enough, purple and green are very synonymous with that of Perfect Cell. Now, what's even more is how towards the end of the recent trailer, it goes on to state, and I quote, "The worst existence that has yet to be seen is born." Now, what does that mean? Well, quite honestly, this could mean anything. This could quite possibly mean the birth of a new villain, perhaps maybe the introduction of a brand new super android, hell, maybe even in fact the official canonization of Android 21, or just as we've seen be done in Dragon Ball Super before with Frieza, this might be in some way, shape, or form either the resurrection of Cell or a new bio android that kind of features the same qualities as Cell, but it's not really Perfect Cell featured in the movie, you know what I mean? Which we kind of already know that this really isn't anything new, because Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 really aren't going to be the quote main enemies of the film, but more or less the Red Ribbon Army is looking to come back and being resurrected and being brought back into power, and they're simply kind of using Gamma 1 and 2 as placement holders to quote skew their ideology of being heroes in getting rid of the villains, in which you might be asking, well, who do they see as villains? Well, Piccolo, Gohan, Goku, Vegeta. So we kind of already have an idea that Gamma 1 and 2 really aren't going to be that big of a deal in terms of being the opposition, especially to Broly, Goku, and Vegeta. But at the same time, this now ultimately begs the question as a hypothetical, let's just say, if somehow Goku and Vegeta and Broly, hell, even Beerus and Whis arrive on Earth, then if Gohan's already handling business against them, then what exactly can they do against the opposition that is stronger than Gohan, such as Broly, Goku, and Vegeta, right? So it only then kind of makes sense for the Red Ribbon Army to quote unleash a brand new enemy upon our heroes, which very well at this point could be a version of Cell. Now, I've made this very public before in saying that I'm not a fan of bringing Cell back in Dragon Ball Super, only because if you really stop and think about it, if they end up bringing Perfect Cell back and he is somehow featured in Dragon Ball Superhero, then it essentially wouldn't mean anything if he just ends up returning or somehow debuting in this film, only to get one-shotted towards the end of the movie, because we understand, of course, that this movie will in fact have, in some way, shape, or form, a happy ending, right? So just imagine if they were to bring back Cell, or maybe introduce a different version of him, only to have him be wiped out in the same exact way he was before, by either having Gohan do something to destroy him, Goku do something to destroy him, Vegeta do something to destroy him. So in my opinion, it's better off to have a brand new enemy that's going to get one-shotted in the end, assuming, of course, the position that this movie will end on some kind of a lighthearted note. Then we all by now already expect that whoever the enemy is bound to be destroyed. So how much would it suck if they did in fact bring back Cell, only for him to die in the very end, you know what I mean? However, let's tread lightly, because there is that chance, as of right now, that in some way, shape, or form, we might end up seeing the return of either A, Perfect Cell, or B, probably the likely scenario of doing something of the sorts to create a new android that maybe, just maybe, takes up the personality traits traits and characteristics of Perfect Cell, but really, it's not Perfect Cell as we know it, but instead a brand new android as we know it. It could be Android 21, or maybe perhaps it could be a brand new enemy that we've never seen before, kind of similar to what they did with Super Android 13 when Android 13 actually collected the parts of his other androids and just ended up morphing himself into this gigantic, gargantuous monster. So in the comment section below, what I want to know from you guys is, do you think that Perfect Cell could actually be a thing in this movie? Or maybe some of you guys are under the impression that it could be a Cell-like android that really isn't Perfect Cell as we know it? Or is it going to be ultimately a brand new villain that we've never seen before be introduced in this movie? Again, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys for your time. This is going to be an interesting film because they're kind of trying to keep certain things a secret in withholding information, and even going as far as to showcase more fights as this movie is going to be presenting several of them. And even though we don't know as to what kind of fights we're bound to see outside of seeing the Gammas involved, I have no doubt that there is going to be something interesting to come, and if it is Perfect Cell, then I'll be damned, right? So again, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys are excited for this film and just overall excited for more Dragon Ball content, then be sure to go ahead and give this video a big fat thumbs up right now by smashing that like button down below. Also, be sure to go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon if you guys are new. Tune back in for more because we are going to be keeping you guys up to date with this. I really do hope that as the weeks go on by, we do in some kind of way find out as to who this quote ultimate evil is going to be, because if it's Cell, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays off with him coming back, or maybe if it's a different villain, then that kind of piques my curiosity even more just to see what they do. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy, guys, and have a great day. Peace.
Hello. Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi.
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.